SillyPseudonym, Nova Drift, etc., and so on. What fun shall we have today? Salvo. Grenade. Let's try flak. Do another burn run. Haven't done Firefly lately. I'm itching for some burn damage lately. So, guess this makes sense. Do I want my whole strength or whole regeneration more? Do I want to give up my shield? Might be the more pertinent question. What would I take if I gave up my shield? Does reduce how much damage I will do. I don't know. But it would let me focus my build better. Let's try it. And then immediately do some stupid damage, just to carry the point home. I don't know if I want Rampage here. Adrenal module would make sense, as would improved thrusters, if only for deadly wake. If whole strength were not here, I would winnow. But I think I need the whole strength. Otherwise, I would happily winnow all of those mods. Obviously, I'm looking for burn damage. Candescence in this case. And what else do I need? No, you have to come through here. Thank you. Crash damage? I think I actually may want to look for apotheosis. Which means I will need to go down to strafe. This is the only thing I would need, though. Don't like opening up these. Take some armor as well. For reasons I think should be obvious, I will be taking a lot of damage here. Some of it quite unwisely self-inflicted. Like so. Go ahead and get closer so I can do a little engine damage. I should take more builds like this just so I can practice being a better pilot. Definitely something I need to work on. Evolutionary niche. I might actually take one or two of them. But I think I want this candescence. I'm rather lacking in. Lacking in damage right now. There we go. Got a little burn damage going. Do have to be careful. Without my shield, I am very vulnerable to just taking a lot of hits at once and dying. So that is something to be concerned about. Deadly Wake. It's a obvious enough choice with our current build. Less happy with many of these options, but corrosion makes sense. Keep doing extra damage over time. I'm just bouncing all over the place now. Finally, Purification. Definitely want that. Definitely want that. I'll take Efficiency as well. Just some better regeneration. Now my weapons are less powerful, but my burn damage is much more powerful. And gives me a little extra healing. Apotheosis. No, Hidden Power. I'm looking for Apotheosis, but Hidden Power is also good. I give it my weapon, but then I get hull regeneration from channeling. I definitely want to look for Apotheosis. That's next on the agenda. Not available here, but core shielding is helpful. As usual with this kind of build, do I take Dying Star? Helps clear out the smaller enemies. Not sure if I need... Not sure if I need it, truth be told, but... it could be helpful. And there it is, Dying Star. Take Obsession? What would I do with Obsession? Rampage? We'll see. I would only take a lot of Rampages with Apotheosis. And even then, it's probably not a smart move because shielded enemies will still bounce you around. So there's a very high chance that you will just bounce off the wrong enemy and die. I'll get Stabilization. I want to go down for Strafe and Apotheosis. That's my next really wanted upgrade. Adrenal Module, Power Reserves is not the one I want. Because I have no weapon, I want Agility. Do I dig for it? I do, and I am thankfully rewarded for that effort. Yeah, things like mines, things like shields will still impact you with Apotheosis. Which is why Rampage is probably not a good idea for this kind of build, but I am nonetheless very tempted by it, just to see what happens. Excuse me, cold is still hanging on. Very annoying, but at least it's not COVID. I am happy about that. Yep, just get a little closer if you don't mind. Another round of you enemies and dying. Power Reserves, Adrenal Module, Celestial Lance, Last Stand. Strafe or Apotheosis. Alright. One more to go. That will help me a great deal when it comes to things like that, for example. Just being able to run through enemies. Do I go digging for it? There we go. Now we can do this number. Now we often want to get right up in the enemy's face, and even into their face. Quite literally. Comets running around. Not being very helpful to us this time, but maybe next time. Not Dying Star yet. Do I want Rebuke? I'm not really firing my weapon, so sure. As long as I don't hit the fire button, I won't trigger Rebuke, which means I basically just took an armor stat duration increase. I don't want Celestial Lance. Do I want Thrusters? Decrease hull, I don't like as much. Don't care about the crash damage. Absorption is always good. Just get a little plating, so I take 3 less damage from all sources. That's noteworthy. Again, I can't just run through shields, so can't run through the orbs this enemy generates like that. They'll just bounce me off. Juggernaut. Slows me down, but gives me more hull. And its own net, a positive with Streamline. So that's something worthwhile. Just trying to do some extra damage with engines here. Do a few quick run-throughs to clear out all these asteroids from the bottom. And then go up here and get these. Almost got killed by that one. Yeah, this is when you won't Dying Star. Skirmish is not very helpful. I think that would be safe to say. Force armor. Crash damage does nothing for me, but more hull damage resistance is something. Takes Streamline for less hull, but better thrust. Adrenal module. Take Adrenal module. We're often taking some damage here. Try to kill those enemies quickly. Do I just take Rampage now? We'll take some Rampage. Rampage gives me 3% more hull and 7% more global damage. So I just got 6% more hull and 14% more damage. So is that enough regeneration to start taking Dying Star? Or do I need to do something else here? We'll take the Dying Star. Purge, crash damage does nothing. Streamline, more thrust. Aegis does nothing now that I took Rampage. Blink is added maneuverability, but not incredibly good. I'll take some force armor, I suppose. Don't really know what else I have here. See if we can't. There we go. Yep, you can just die whenever you want. These enemies are a little trickier. Definitely glad for the armor when you go through those enemies. Do I just take bravado here? Body gear base stats are improved and unique powers are improved by 15%. So I do more damage. I'm also more resistant to self-damage. That helps with the dying star. Alright, enemy. Let's see how well we handle this one. Pretty well, I'd say. I start running out of options here. Blink gives me temporary intangibility. Don't know if it's horribly useful in our current situation. Or maybe I just don't know how to use it well. That is also a possibility. Chaotic Ambition, more wild mod reroll, and one reroll. Do I want that though? I mean, this is when I wish I had the research body do. Banish some mods here. I'll take the displacement, I suppose. Almost got killed by those mines, but thankfully did not. These are especially easy to get here. And let's see if we can get this. And back yet again. Hopefully minor emergencies sorted. And I don't really need any of these, truth be told. I may want to look for ataraxia, considering my paucity of upgrades. There are probably only 2 upgrades I really want right now. Scorching, Wake, and Rampage. Well, 3, plating. I would like some plating. And the self-damage resistance. Anything else? Power Reserve, Skirmish, Aegis, Celestial Lance I don't want. Maelstrom, Death Blossom. Celestial Lance is the only one here that actually does anything for me at all. And I don't think I want that. Alright, so we'll not go there then. Now, enemies like this are a little bit tricky for us. We need to get close to do damage to them. But it is obviously rather difficult to do so. Dying Star will help a bit there, but Dying Star is nowhere near as powerful as our engines are. So, we gotta make do with what we have. Hello, Seraph. Fancy meeting you here. Oh, need to be careful I don't run into those bubbles. Yes, I know they're probably called plasma orbs or something, but to me they're bubbles. It's just wanting a little bubble bath back there. Spin here. I often try to get a little deadly wake action going on these enemies. So I try to run through the area before they fully spawn in. So even though their shields are up, they're already taking some damage. There we are. Alright, let's reroll. Well, there's Ataraxia. That didn't take long. I'll take some Scorching Wake as well. Anything else I want? Slipstream? More damage, less friction? I'll take 2 of them. Do I want a Grandeur? Less thrust, but that's not entirely bad with Rampage. Solar Heart. Take more damage, do more damage. Streamline for Leaf on the Wind? No, I can't because of Warpath. I don't have Warpath. Never mind. I'll take a couple of Grandeurs here. And immediately be disappointed by my lack of options. Do I want a hypermetabolism? Do I want 2 hypermetabolisms? 30% less shields and hull. 90% better regeneration. At this point, I'm just collecting them. Might as well. No. No. Chaotic Ambition. Rampage. Quantum Decoherence. Okay. um... Well, that was interesting. Egads, how many mods did we just take there? Okay. Is there anything I want here, or do I just give up? And save up with ataraxia. I'm getting more thrust with each upgrade point too. I have to remember that. Yeah, I'd say we just go with this. Use ataraxia from here on. That's the only scaling left available to us, I'd say. I could just take something and look for another thing, and I might. But I think this is good enough for, well, getting us through as long as we're likely to survive anyway. Put it that way. And we were already dead. So we will die soon enough. Yeah. Didn't get that far, but that was a fun one. I love those. I love those builds where you can just do something outlandish like that and it still kind of halfway works. With a little bit of piloting on my part, I probably could have gotten that significantly further, but I enjoyed that. A good Rampage, Scorching weight build. As ever, thank you all for stopping by.